Several Salamites are stunned by life-changing events. Life changes when Paulina and Abe have an angelic encounter. The Price Carver family may get to celebrate a miracle or two at last. Paulina's latest tests provide positive news about her prognosis. Paulina isn't the only one who has something positive to share. Abe has an announcement of his own, while Eli and Lenny confront a colossal choice. Eli and Lenny must decide if his job offer in Washington, D.C. is right for their family. Since there's positive news about Paulina, Sarah has a surprise suggestion for Chanel. Sarah proposes that the newlyweds honeymoon on Smith Island at her family's cabin. Family gathers at the Brady pub to assist Eric in organizing Jude's christening. Roman, John, and Marlena are excited to assist, yet still skeptical of Sloan. Despite loved ones being skeptical of him, Maggie continues to connect with Constantine. Constantine torments John with a twisted tale from their shared past. Steve shares a similar story with Marlena as their concern for John grows. Steve and Ava remain concerned as it is dire straits for Trip and Wendy. John joins Steve and Ava as they track down Trip and Wendy, hoping it's not too late. Trip and Wendy receive life-saving measures when finally found by his parents and John. Steve, Ava, and John receive backup when Rafe and Harris come to help. Wendy wonders about the potentially last things she and Trip said to one another. Still in wonder over her deception, a riled Rafe, Jada, and Harris lament over Goldman. A sullen Steve laments his involvement in Clyde's big house breakout from Statesville. John and Ava are also upset about their involvement and share their thoughts with Steve. Ava shares with Harris that she wants to be a big part of his recovery. As Harris receives a helping from Ava, he demands to know if E.G. is helping Stefan. E.G.'s refusal to show leniency to Tate causes concern for Holly. Tate takes matters into his own hands and shows up at Holly's window. A surprised Holly and Tate reunite, but it's cut short when E.G. and Nickel arrive. E.G. doesn't take Tate's tactics too well and throws the book at him, again. Holly leans on Nicole for comfort when she confronts E.G. over his treatment of Tate. As Tate's fate hangs in the balance, his parents take him to task for his risky behavior. Holly's brain damage has Brady wondering about comas, and he seeks Sarah's assistance. A sneak peek at next week. Understanding the past will be the key to survival for several Salamites. The future once again looks murky for one Salamite mired by new struggles. A Salamite has some serious suspicions about their sometimes shady spouse. Down the Road, 2024 preview. The drug dealings in Salem begin to drag even more Salamites into the drama and danger as winter lingers and spring approaches. Law enforcement and other heroic Salamites step up to bring down the cartel, but the consequences could be deadly. As the net closes in on the drug cartel, things become even more dangerous, especially as certain Salamites try to protect the truth. The Grim Reaper comes for a Salamite, as another finds a sort of rebirth for themselves. Tensions turn Theresa and Alex's budding romance a bit tumultuous at times, and her rekindled bond with Brady doesn't help either. Stefan continues to work to clear Gabby of Lie's murder, but he also has his dirty hands full with the drug dilemma. Two reluctant Salamites realize there is more to their connection than a working relationship. Cupid takes aim at a Salam couple to wed on his big day, but don't look for them to walk easily down the aisle. Everett remains somewhat of an enigma, and it causes reservations for a suspicious Salamite. The past brings two Salamites closer together, as Sloane's on shakier ground, trying to secure her secrets. Constantine continues to be a threat to Maggie, and Black Patch continues to forge a way to neutralize the threat. Change is coming for Xander and Sarah, while Paulina's plans for the future may change after her diagnosis. With Kristen controlling her ex's access to Rachel and gaslighting her daughter to think the worst of her father, Brady faces an even steeper uphill battle. Kristen isn't Brady's only parenthood problem, as he works to protect Tate in the wake of Holly's overdose.